Folks are usually about as happy as they make their minds up to be. Whatever you are, be a good one. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? America will never be destroyed from the outside. If we falter and lose our freedoms, it will be because we destroyed ourselves. My best friend is a person who will give me a book I have not read. My concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. I'm a success today because I had a friend who believed in me and I didn't have the heart to let him down. Books serve to show a man that those original thoughts of his aren't very new after all. When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. That's my religion. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. Whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally. There are no bad pictures, that's just how your face looks sometimes. Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. I don't like that man, I must get to know him better. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live up to what light I have. You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all of the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. I would rather be a little nobody than to be an evil somebody. If I were two-faced, would I be wearing this one? All that I am or ever hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. Character is like a tree and reputation its shadow. The shadow is what we think it is and the tree is the real thing. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any one thing. The best way to predict your future is to create it. No man is poor who has a godly mother. I laugh because I must not cry, that is all, that is all. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. Tact, the ability to describe others as they see themselves. I will prepare and someday my chance will come. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. The best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. My father taught me to work, but not to love it. I never did like to work, and I don't deny it. I'd rather read, tell stories, crack jokes, talk, laugh, anything but work. All I have learned, I learned from books. Things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. I care not for a man's religion whose dog and cat are not the better for it. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Every man's happiness is his own responsibility. I am in favor of animal rights as well as human rights. That is the way of a whole human being. I do not think much of a man who is not wiser today than he was yesterday. It's not me who can't keep a secret, it's the people I tell that can't. The Lord prefers common-looking people, that is why He made so many of them. It has been my experience that folks who have no vices have very few virtues. You have to do your own growing no matter how tall your grandfather was. You cannot help people permanently by doing for them what they could and should do for themselves. You can tell the greatness of a man by what makes him angry. If this is coffee, please bring me some tea, but if this is tea, please bring me some coffee. It is difficult to make a man miserable while he feels worthy of himself and claims kindred to the great God who made him. I am not concerned that you have fallen, I am concerned that you arise. To ease another's heartache is to forget one's own. The better part of one's life consists of his friendships. The probability that we may fail in the struggle ought not to deter us from the support of a cause we believe to be just. I don't know who my grandfather was, I am much more concerned to know what his grandson will be. When I get ready to talk to people, I spend 2/3 of the time thinking what they want to hear and 1/3 thinking about what I want to say. Be with a leader when he is right, stay with him when he is still right, but leave him when he is wrong. I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep on doing so until the end. No matter how much the cats fight, there always seem to be plenty of kittens. We should be too big to take offense and too noble to give it. If there is anything that links the human to the divine, it is the courage to stand by a principle when everybody else rejects it. The ballot is stronger than the bullet. The greatest fine art of the future will be the making of a comfortable living from a small piece of land. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. As I would not be a slave, so I would not be a master. This expresses my idea of democracy. Hypocrite, the man who murdered his parents, and then pleaded for mercy on the grounds that he was an orphan. Get books, sit yourself down anywhere, and go to reading them yourself. Don't criticize them, they are just what we would be under similar circumstances. If this country is ever demoralized, it will come from trying to live without work. Stand with anyone that is right, stand with him while he is right and part with him when he goes wrong. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves, and, under a just God, cannot retain it. You cannot build character and courage by taking away people's initiative and independence. Let no feeling of discouragement prey upon you, and in the end you are sure to succeed. Those who write clearly have readers, those who write obscurely have commentators. Determine that the thing can and shall be done, and then find the way. My father taught me to work, he did not teach me to love it. Don't interfere with anything in the Constitution. That must be maintained, for it is the only safeguard of our liberties. Commitment is what transforms a promise into reality. That some achieve great success is proof to all that others can achieve it as well. In times like the present, men should utter nothing for which they would not willingly be responsible through time and eternity.